Hello guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be filming a beauty recommendations video. So basically all the products that I use that I would recommend to my best friends, to my neighbour, to you guys, to everyone. Just some of them are products that I've been using for years and years and years and I would like never stop using them. Some of them are new products that I found, but I will tell you which ones I've been using for longer, which ones I've not been using for so long, and obviously give you all my thoughts on all of them. But these are all products that are like my holy grail products that I would recommend to anyone that I absolutely love. And I always get asked questions on Instagram about what I would recommend skincare wise or what I use on my hair or things like that. So I thought I'll put everything in a big video on YouTube, all my recommendations, and then it's just there for reference. Obviously the dogs are barking, so hopefully you can't hear that. But obviously I get sent new products to try, so my recommendations are always evolving and new ones are being added and things like that. But these are for now everything that I really recommend. I don't really know where to start. I'm just going to tip it out. Okay, so let's start with hair care. So first of all, I have been using this product for years and years and years, probably about 4 years. It's the Kerastase hair masks. I use the Resistance Mask Therapiste, or the blue one, as I always tell everyone. I use the blue one. I mean, it's kind of like a greeny blue, turquoise. I have put in this a shot from L'Oreal, which is a colour shot, and it basically helps to brighten your hair. You can get them in all the different colours, but it helps to keep your colour. So you just put that into your mask. So that is why it's orange. It is usually white. I just got that on my finger. This product I use kind of like maybe once a week. It literally changes the texture of my hair. So it makes my hair so much less coarse, so much softer, and like where my hair be like a bit straw-like, I've tied it back because I haven't styled it yet today, but if I was to hold my hair out, like the ends of my hair, it would just kind of like stick out like straw. And then with this product there's a lot more movement to it, it's a lot more flowy. It's just so good. It is expensive. They sometimes have offers on things like Look Fantastic. I always get this for Christmas, so I got 2 for Christmas. And then one of these will probably last me maybe like 6 to 8 weeks. So actually quite a while. I only use it once a week. Obviously it depends how much hair you have. So it does last. It is worth the money. Definitely worth the money. So the next thing in general I want to talk about is the Philip Kingsley products. So there's 2 missing because I just ran out of the shampoo and conditioner. I will talk a little bit more about those in a second. But these 2 are, this is a leave-in conditioner spray. This has got a heat protector in it. Again, it's obviously leave-in conditioner, so it sort of like makes your hair more moisturised and hydrated. This is the preen cream. This helps anti-frizz and like stops your ends getting really dry. I use both of these after the shower, so I'll put this one in first and then I'll put this one in afterwards. This is literally a lifesaver. If I don't use this, my hair is so tangled. If I spray this in first, I can just like get a brush stroke through it, or like just like pull my fingers through it, because I don't often brush my hair after the shower. I usually brush it in the shower. But if I don't use this, my hair is just so tangled and like matted. My hair is very unruly and hard to manage anyway, but if you have similar hair, these are such a dream, especially this one. And then the other 2 things that I was talking about, the shampoo and conditioner. So these are all from the same range. I'm gonna find out the name of the shampoo and conditioner and leave it down below, but it's something to do with Re-Moisturizing. I think they're just called Re-Moisturizing shampoo and conditioner. They changed my hair. So they are everyday shampoo and conditioner rather than a hair mask, but they really changed the texture of my hair. Usually after I shampoo my hair's quite dry, and then obviously I condition it. But after the shampoo, my hair was not dry, it was completely different texture. And then with the conditioner as well, it was just so soft. When I was like getting out the shower with wet hair, usually it's just kind of dry and quite dry. It's like quite like coarse and frizzy, but it was just drying so different, so much softer, felt so much more hydrated. So highly recommend all of their products, especially those 4. And moving on to skincare. I think. I'm going to start with these 3 serums because I get asked so much about my skincare, and I have really got into skincare lately since I got home from travelling. I was into skincare before, but then I went off travelling and obviously took minimal stuff, and then I was living in Australia, but still I knew I was leaving in 6 months, so I didn't get loads of expensive skincare or really have even that good a routine, to be honest. I was just going to work, going out, sleeping, getting up, going to work. I was definitely not like doing much self-care or pampering my skin or like looking after my skin properly. So since coming back, I have been using vitamin C and hyaluronic acid like nobody's business. I have literally sworn by them, and my skin has changed so much. I am suffering a little bit with breakouts around my chin area, so this is where this product comes in. This is a recent purchase, which is the Nip and Fab Salicylic Fix Concentrate Extreme 2%. This is like majorly antibacterial, so if anyone is suffering from breakouts, this is so good. So I just use that 2 or 3 times a week. It's really soft on your skin, or really gentle on your skin, because I have really sensitive skin, and this has been absolutely fine. And it just really helps with those sort of breakouts. But the rest of my face, ignore the chin area, the rest of my face has literally transformed. It's so glowy, it's so soft. There's like all the marks that I ever had have faded, like any kind of blemish marks where like if you had a spot and then it left a kind of scar or mark or dark mark, all of those are gone. And honestly, my skin, I just am so obsessed with these products. I just think they're so good. So these are both by La Roche-Posay, but I was using the Ren products, and I've also used some of the Ordinary products. I would recommend all 3 of those brands, so the Ordinary, Ren Skincare and La Roche-Posay. Don't even know if I'm saying that right. So yeah, as I said, I got these for Christmas, so that's why I've been using these, and I do love these, especially the vitamin C. It's called Pure Vitamin C10. This one is just so good. It is so thick. It is like really orange, gloopy, kind of weird looking. But yeah, it's so good for kind of like just getting rid of any marks on your skin, evening out your skin tone, making you kind of glow. So yeah, I love that one. I've just got that everywhere. Also, when I am putting this on, if I do have any left over, I always run it down my neck and then on my hands, because everyone forgets about the hands, but this sort of thing, hyaluronic acid and vitamin C, is so good for hands. So then that brings us to the next one, which is the Hyla B5 serum. It's basically a hyaluronic acid serum with vitamin B5 also in there. It's also just really good. Hyaluronic acid basically hydrates your skin, so it helps your skin hold on to moisture. I am not a skin expert, but this is just what I know from being told by skin experts. The best way to use it is to wash your face, have your face wet still, and put this straight on. And yeah, rub this in and let it like trap all that moisture in. So I think it's something like it can trap up to 100 times more moisture. It's a lot, it's crazy. So if you have dry skin, this is insane. And if you are kind of like mid to late 20s trying to like prevent wrinkles or fine lines like me, then this is so good, because obviously the more plump and hydrated your skin is, the less it's like creasing, and obviously the less it's creasing, the less lines are forming. So you want it to be like plump and hydrated, and that is what these 2 do. So yeah, couldn't recommend those more. I always on my stories also recommend this Ren Omega-3 Optimum Skin Oil. I feel like a broken record when I talk about this, because I have mentioned it so much over on my Instagram, but this, when I got home from travelling, obviously I'd been in loads of hot climates. My skin was used to those hot climates, and then I got home, went into kind of really cold weather, or really cold for my skin, and it was not happy at all, and this really saved me. So this is obviously an omega-3 oil. So I will put this over the top 2/3 of my face, just because, as I said, I suffer with some breakouts on my chin, and I don't necessarily think putting oil where breakouts are is going to help, especially if they are oil-induced breakouts. But yeah, this is insane for rehydrating your skin. I put this under my moisturiser, and it just like really plumps out my skin. It makes it so soft. There was one point where I was putting this on my hands, and my feet, which is really weird, I know, and I probably shouldn't have admitted that on YouTube, but it's so good for like rehydrating. So if you've got dry hands or dry feet, put this on with some moisturiser and it's literally a lifesaver. I mean, it is probably too expensive to really want to be doing that, but honestly, this stuff is so good. I recommend this to everyone. I've been banging on about it for so long, so sorry if you follow me on Instagram and you're like, get over that Ren omega-3 oil already, but honestly, so good. So then in the same kind of vibe as skincare, these are the Skin Omega's Soft Gels Food Supplement by Advanced Nutrition Program. So they sent me these. They also sent me some, basically some other bits for preventing aging. Not preventing, that's probably the wrong word. Helping to reduce the appearance of fine lines. So as you can tell by the omega-3 oil, I'm obsessed with omega-3 for skin, and obviously taking it as a supplement, you get the benefits inside out. So good. The same with vitamin C, by the way. I think it's so good to take it as a serum, but also in like tablet form, or obviously in foods if you can. It's so good for your skin. These I'm obsessed with. I've been using these again since I got back. I got sent them and I love them. They are just so good for your skin. Really do help give you like moisturized, hydrated, glowy skin from the inside out. They recently sent me another pack. They are called the Skin Moisture Lock. So I've obviously been using these for probably about a week now, not very long, so I can't really give a review on these, whereas those I've been using for a few months now. But these say they contain hyaluronic acid, smooth appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, plump skin, retains skin moisture. As I just banged on about hyaluronic acid, it is so good. So I'm very excited to see what these do, but I would imagine that I'm going to love them. My skin's going to be just glowing from the inside out. I've just taken these and these this morning. I just take them every morning after breakfast, and yeah, I just think they do the world of good. Okay, I'm going to move on to fake tan. So this weekend I am filming my fake tan routine for IGTV with all my top tips and tricks for the fair skinned. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there. I will say loads more in the IGTV of all my tips and tricks to get a good fake tan, what I use, how I do it, blah blah blah. But I will just mention a couple of things now. So this is the first thing that I use when I am fake tanning. This is the E45 Moisturizing Lotion. So I got this first of all because I do have really dry skin. In general, my face, my body skin, all of it quite dry naturally. So I need a really good hydrating moisturiser. As soon as I get out of the shower, I have to moisturise. I know some people think that's crazy, but every single day I moisturise my whole body. Otherwise, it just isn't. I want it soft and hydrated. I don't want dry skin. So this is so good if you do suffer from dry skin. It says, for dry and sensitive skin, 24-hour moisturization, clinically proven to help protect from dryness, smooth roughness, reduce redness, reduce flaking and scaling. Dermatologically tested and perfume free, which is so good for me because I do have very sensitive skin. But yeah, it is just the best moisturiser I've used. It's quite thin, so you wouldn't think it was going to be that hydrating, or I wouldn't. I would always think that thicker moisturisers are better, but honestly, this is so good. So then, yes, I use it when I'm fake tanning. I use it on my elbows, on my hands, my whole of my hands, my feet, my knees, occasionally like in the middle here where you might get like a bit of tan clinging. But because it is so moisturising and I guess like such a good barrier for keeping the moisture in, it's also such a good barrier for keeping the tan out. So this is a top tip when you're tanning for the areas that you need to like block the tan from. Then I got sent this about a week ago. I've only used it twice. Well, I've used it once full body and I've used it another time half body, I guess. So this is the Bondi Sands Aero Aerated Self Tanning Foam in Ultra Dark. It's their new launch. Usually I use the Bondi Sands Dark Mousse, which is good and I would still recommend that, but since I've had this in my life, I am obsessed. It's just so silky smooth. It literally glides on. It like blends in so easily. There is just no way you're gonna not be able to blend this properly. It dries as well. So a problem with the ultra dark Bondi Sands tan is that it stays really wet on your skin. It's like tacky. You go to sleep with like tacky wet skin, not nice. and it's also a little bit green based, the ultra dark normal one, whereas the ultra dark aerated self tanning foam, this one, is red based, which is so good if you are fair skinned. You want a red based tan, not a green based tan. If you are olive skinned, green based tans work really well. So this one, I can imagine people be scared by the fact that it says ultra dark, but honestly it works with your natural skin tone anyway, and because it is aerated, I think it's probably like slightly not as dark as the ultra dark normal foam. But for me, it is such a nice dark colour, and the fact that it dries is such a bonus for me, because it's just so not fun having tan that just transfers everywhere that you sit or sleep, and yeah, it can just be annoying. So then, something else I got sent recently, again I've been using this, like I've used this like 2 or 3 times. This is the St. Moritz Advanced Pro Formula Radiant Glow Tan Boosting Facial Serum. That was a bit of a mouthful. It's obviously a tan for your face. It's so good. So it's just like a serum, like any of the other ones, quite liquidy. It says on the packet and on this bottle, do not apply directly to skin, always mix with moisturiser. So does the Isle of Paradise one for your face, also says the same thing. However, I don't personally mix it with moisturiser. I don't know if I can advise that to you, because I don't know if they're saying it because it can react to your skin. As I said, I have really sensitive skin. With the Isle of Paradise one and this St. Moritz one, I have never mixed them with moisturiser, because I did it once when I first got the Isle of Paradise one and nothing happened, like there was no glow. So I don't personally mix them, I put them straight on my face, like just drop them on, get my tanning mitt and blend in straight away. And I think this is so good. I think it's almost better than the Isle of Paradise one. The only thing is this bottle is definitely smaller than the Isle of Paradise one, so although it's cheaper, I don't know. Okay, I have them both here. So this one is 15 millilitres and this one is 30, so half the size. This one is $9.99 and I think this is double the price. So essentially they are the same price, because you are getting, if you buy 2 of these, you get the same amount of product. 2 of these equal the same price as 1 of these. So anyway, the point was, this one is my favourite at the moment. It gives such a nice colour. So yeah, I'm really impressed with that. One more thing about skincare which I forgot to mention, it's a bit of a random one really. This is a, sorry, it's got a bit of makeup on it now I think. Oh no, that was the, that was the colour shot that I just wiped off my hand. But this is just basically a flannel, but it is one of those like magic flannels which removes all your makeup without any makeup remover, so you can just use it with water and all your makeup will come off, including mascara. But the reason I use these, I have about 5 of these. I use one side and then the other side, put it in the wash, because otherwise you're not going to get any benefits, because you're just going to have bacteria on here if you're not washing them regularly. So get yourself quite a few if you are going to do this. But they're such a gentle exfoliator, but they do exfoliate your face so nicely. So you can use sort of like a gel or oil cleanser for your makeup, and then use this, and then like a regular cleanser. That's what I usually do. And this just like really helps kind of like get into your pores and exfoliate your skin without being harsh on your skin. So yeah, I really recommend. Like my skin has been so good since using these, rather than just like rubbing it in with your hands and then washing it off. And then the last two things are makeup products. So this is the Kat Von D Lock-It Makeup Setting Mist. I've had this for so long and there is still so much in here. Like I have genuinely had this for probably about a year, like maybe even longer. Honestly, it's never ending, but this is the best makeup setting spray I have ever used. Yes, it is better than the Urban Decay All Nighter. That one is really good obviously, but this one, it's so fine. Like the spray is so much finer than the Urban Decay one. I've never had any issues with it kind of like ruining my makeup anywhere, and it will literally hold your makeup on like it is glued to your face. You could do a full workout and it would still be there. It's so good. Can recommend it more. And lastly, because I am aware that I'm rambling on, I recently got this. It's the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. I think everyone has heard of this. Most people use this. It is so worth the money. I only recently got it because I was like, it is so expensive, do I really need it? Yes, I did really need it. It is the best setting powder I have ever used. It literally just blurs out your skin. You can use the tiniest bit to mattify. Like if you don't want to go too matte, just literally the tiniest dab, and it just like helps your skin look flawless. And you can use a bit more if you want to really get that like flawless matte base look. It's just so good. Your makeup will stay matte all day, stay in place. Couldn't recommend it more. Okay, I know I just said those were the 2 last things, but I just realised I have one more. So this is something that I also bang on and on and on about, like over on my stories. I always use it on my makeup tutorials. Like, it's just the best. It is the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer. The branding, like label thing, rubs off so easily, so there is no label, there is no branding on here, but I get it in Fair. I think it's about £3.99 in Boots and Superdrug, and it lasts for ages. It's so good. Like if you use the NARS creamy concealer, I love that stuff, but it runs out in like 1 second flat. This will last you weeks, and it is such a similar formula to the NARS creamy concealer. It's really good coverage. For me, it's a really great highlighting colour. I think if you're a lot darker than me, definitely get a medium. But if you are quite fair and you want a highlighting concealer, like I use this under my eyes, down my nose, on my chin, and a little bit there, it's so good. For the price point, I've never ever used a concealer as good as this, and I honestly would choose this over some of the expensive concealers that I've used. Really good, really recommend that one. So I think I'm going to leave it there. I could literally ramble on for so long. Like, I keep just thinking of things that I'm like, oh yeah, I'd really recommend that, maybe I should include that. But I think that we should leave it there. Let me know if you like this type of video, because if you do, I can always do another one, or do an updated version in a month or so. Or if there's any other kind of products that you want to know about that I use, let me know in the comments below. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!